Hi, I'm Deborah Cooney and you're watching Wellness Rocks TV. Today I'm so excited because I'm going to show you guys how to make chocolate chia pudding. This is one of the first raw desserts I ever learned to make. It is delicious and you don't have to just have it for dessert. You can have it for breakfast. Yes, chocolate for breakfast. You can have it if you want. It's gorgeous. So what you're going to need is 20 grams of chia seeds. Now, you can see here I have whole chia seeds and you can also buy ground ones. I'm going to grind them myself. I'm not a huge fan of buying the seeds already ground because they can go rancid quite quickly once they're cracked open. So I buy them whole. This is what I do with them. Pop them into my Nutri Bullet. I use the flat blade that comes with the Nutri Bullet and I just grind them into a dust. Literally takes seconds and that's them done. Okay, very, very simple. If you don't have a Nutri Bullet, just buy them ground. If you, or a coffee grinder, if you had one of those, it would work. But look, if you don't have it, you just buy them ground. So I have this already ground up. And what I added in here, you can see it's a really thick paste. It's very gloopy. It's actually like paste for all the world. And I added in roughly about 150 millilitres of unsweetened almond milk. Now, again, you'll add in more or less. You get used to the consistency yourself. You don't have to stick exactly to it, but start with about 150 and you can go from there if you needed a little bit, the texture a little bit runnier. So what's great about chia seeds? You're going to get loads of omega-3. That's what's so great about them. Lots of fibre. They're just great in your diet, but mainly the omega-3 is what we're after. Now, into that, I'm going to put a teaspoon of almond butter. Now, this almond butter is made by Meridian, and you can get it in the local supermarkets, but also in the health food store. Now, this one has a little bit of sea salt added to it, but otherwise there's nothing else. It's just completely pure. There's no added palm oils or anything like that, or sugar, thankfully. I'm also going to put in some vanilla. You don't have to do this if you don't like, but I love vanilla, so I'm going to put in just a drop. And I'm using vanilla extract, not vanilla essence. It's the good stuff. And some raw honey goes in as well. So I'm putting in roughly about a teaspoon of raw honey. And again, you might need less or you might need a little bit more, but please don't go overboard in the sweetness. It doesn't really need too much sweetness. That's it. Now, as you can see when I was showing you there, it's quite thick, you know, the paste. So I'm going to need to loosen that up a bit. So I'm going to put in some milk, but I'm going to be so delicate with it, only a little bit. Now, I'm using almond milk, but if you're, I don't use dairy, but if you use your dairy, you can use ordinary milk if you wish. That's no problem. And you get the other blade that comes with the Nutri Bullet. Put that on. Oh my God, I forgot the chocolate. So we're using cacao, obviously, raw cacao, a tablespoon. Now I've got a heaped tablespoon in here. If you like more, put in more, absolutely. Or if you want less, just cut it down. How could I forget the chocolate? Shame on me. And then you just give it a little shake down and off it goes. So I'll just blend this up. Now, what I find with this is I might have to stop and go a couple of times just to get the consistency right, because you can see it's really gloopy now. It's way too thick. Another reason that I actually grind down the seeds is when I was a child, we used to get tapioca for after school, and I hated it. I hated the sensation of the tapioca in my mouth. It used to make me sick. So that's one of the main reasons why I blend it down as well. It's just brings back that whole sensation, ick. Okay, let's check out the consistency now. Oh, that's the way I want it, lovely. So you want it slightly thick. You don't want it like running all over the place. You want a little bit of a texture to it, a thicker texture. So I'll move some of these out of the way. And all you need then is a pretty little jar and scoop it in. So I find these little spatulas great because it can scrape down the sides. And I love the chia so much, and chia seeds are quite expensive, so I make sure I get every last bit out and into my tummy where it belongs, not stuck to the side of the Nutri Bullet. So I'll spend another half an hour on that later, scraping, and then we just take some of these guys here. So as I said, it's a great dessert, but it's also a great breakfast. Great for your children. Imagine giving your children chocolate for breakfast and knowing that you're giving them something healthy. Isn't that fantastic? And if you want to know more about cacao, just go back through the videos. I have a whole video there on it and what type to buy, where you get it. Okay, leave that aside. And that is your chocolate chia pudding. You can make it a darker colour if you want. You can make it more chocolatey, like a deeper flavour if you'd like. And I'm just going to sprinkle over some goji berries. And again, there's a video on that on the way back. I love goji berries. They're fantastic. Sprinkling them over. They're a complete protein, so they're fantastic to add to your diet. And there you go. And if you wanted to give your children this to take it to school, you just put the lid on and off they go with their little chocolate pudding off to school. Isn't that fantastic? So that's it. Chocolate chia pudding made in minutes. Let me know what you think of it. Try it out and give me lots of feedback because it's so yummy. Just leave the comments into the comment box below. Click here to sign up to my YouTube channel. Share this out to all your chocoholic friends on Facebook and Twitter or whatever social media you're on. And finally, if you'd like to receive these videos on a weekly basis, just pop your details into the box below and I will see you then. Thanks for watching.